Our next comedian is a very funny individual. This guy has been all over Manhattan. He brought a nice crowd with him. Give him some love, Steve Sacchi! Ah, different side, all right.
Yeah, I'm good that way. They come over there, I come over here. Where's that guy? You know, with that offensive Midtown Connecticut joke you should have did? Here's the similarity with this audience and that school. No class. I'm going to get a little personal with you guys. I'm going to tell you a little something personal about myself. I'm a drug addict, but I'm in recovery. I got 6 months sober, and I'm not looking for your applause or nothing. I'm just trying to explain a few things about recovery that I think are funny. They call it a disease. And I remember when I first went into rehab, because I went a few times, I went there, and they're like, oh, it's a disease. I'm like, that sounds stupid. What am I going to do? Call my dad, say, hey, Dad, I got a disease. Well, what do you got? Cancer, AIDS? Nah, nothing like that. I like snip and blow off horse asses. And the disease concept is just fucking justification so we could just feel better about being such scumbags. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's not my fault I have this disease. It's not my fault I drink a couple of beers, I end up butt naked in the village with a candy cane stuck up my ass. You know, in recovery, there's Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. I go to AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, even though I'm a fucking junk box. But, like, a lot of, like, young drug addicts, when they're, like, shown these two things, like, I can't relate to alcoholics, and those alcoholics, they think they're better than us junkies. And I'm like, they are. Fucking whore. They are. I mean, have you ever seen an alcoholic blow a guy for a six-pack? No, that doesn't happen. You heard about this fucking soda ban? Like, you can't have sodas like 16 or whatever ounces big. Like, is that gonna become like drugs? Like, I come from Jersey, I do some food shopping, I got a few 2 liters. Cops like pulling me over. He's like, "What's that you got in there? Sprite? You got Sprite? Get the fuck out of the car." Up against the hood. People are going to be selling sodas like it's drugs. It's be like, yo man, 2 for $5. They got garbage down the way, son. I got that Pepsi. They got that RC Cola shit down the block. Yo, motherfucker, don't be coming at me with that Mr. Pibb. I got that straight Dr. Pepper, yo. You know what I mean? I got a list. It's of... Now keep in mind, this isn't about looks. Looks has nothing to do with this. It's, I want to humiliate these individuals. So I've made a list of people where if I was gay for a day, I'd rape them. We got Fred Durst, David Spade, Kanye West, but I developed a special rape scenario for Kanye West because I fucking hate him. I would bash every one of his teeth out of his mouth so I could get a blowjob and he can't bite it, you know what I mean? And then as like I'm fucking his mouth, I just hold his nose shut so he literally chokes to death on my cock and I say, try and rap through the wire now, you fuck! Where else was I? Alright, we got John Mayer. Wild Body is a Wonderland plane, you know, gotta set the mood. I'd rape Rick Ross like a boss. Fucking fat fuck thinks he's a rapper. I don't really like rap, but I mean, when you're a CO, he was a CO, he was a correctional officer, and he talks about like being a fucking thug. Get the fuck out of here. The Situation, Justin Bieber, Drake. Drake's another fucking rapper I hate. You know he's a black Jew? He's got to be the worst tipper I've ever heard of. That fucking guy sucks, man. I mean, I'm not much of a rap connoisseur, but I mean, I'm only getting older. Somebody should have told you. Oh, I'm glad you cleared that up. See, I thought that you were frozen in carbonite. I didn't know you were getting older. Thanks for straightening that out. You're a real benefit to have, Drake. Go back to Canada, you fuck. Jack Osborne, Barack Obama, Bono, Tobey Maguire, Matt Damon. I said that to my friend. He's like, is nothing sacred? Fuck him. I'd rape him. Lil Wayne, and I could fucking get his dreadlocks. You know what I mean? really get a thing going. Dr. Phil. Plus, Dr. Phil can help me work out some of my problems after I butt ram him. Lance Armstrong. One thing about Lance Armstrong is he had nut cancer, steroids, which fucks with the balls. Like his Sacchi must look like Hurricane Sandy did it. Jesus Christ. LeBron James, Ben Stiller, Michael Moore, Tebow, take his fucking virginity real fast. Glenn Beck, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever the fuck he thinks he is. Nick Cannon can get a cannon up his ass. Chris Brown gets a hate fuck. You know what I mean? Get some justice for that fucking whoever the fuck she is. A-Rod can get my gay rod. Dwayne Johnson, Jackie Chan. He'd be funny. Come on. Picture Jackie Chan getting raped. Rick Moranis, Al Sharpton. Speaking of, you know, like being gay, I kind of wish I was bisexual. Because, you know, imagine wanting to bang everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you'd increase, like, your chances of potential cum dumpsters. You know what I mean? And as, like, a drug addict, when I was using, I used to do, like, crimes to get money for my drugs. If I was bisexual, I wouldn't fear prison, so I'd be crazy. I'd be robbing banks and shit. Because think about it. You're gay, you go to prison, you can still get laid and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man. That'd be great. I'd be like, fuck it, I'll go to prison. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's gay people in prison that, like, there's certain suitors that they don't want and they probably still get raped. But me, I'd fuck anybody. I'd be a total slam pig. I work in a Mexican restaurant, and when women, particularly good-looking women, this fucks me up. Like, we have soft shell and hard shell tacos, and if they order a hard beef taco, I just lose it. You want a hard beefy taco? Give it here. The best is if I ask them if they want, like, mild, medium, or spicy sauce. If she says, I'll take your spicy sauce, I cream my pants. Hard beef taco, spicy sauce? Shit. You were funny, man. You look like a Puerto Rican hippie Santa Claus. That's great. You know, one thing I didn't like about you and the other gray-haired guy was, like, you were talking about smoking weed. See, I'm like a hardcore drug addict. It's like, you're like 30 years older than me. Dude, grow up and do a man's drug if you're gonna do drugs. You know, get some fucking crystal meth, fucking absorb pills rectally, do some crazy shit.
Weed's all I can do now.
What?
I did all the hard stuff already. I'm too old to do
Yeah, I
that
can
shit.
tell.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's waving me. How much time can I stick around for?
40 minutes, 40 seconds.
40 seconds? All right, I'm going to do a little philosophical thing with you. I believe that there's a connection between sex and violence. Now, you ever heard of the yin and yang concept? Opposite forces are interdependent on one another. So sex creates life, violence creates death. There's a connection there. I mean, why do you think serial killers get a chubby when they fucking kill someone? And everything that has to do with violence, there's like a sexual thing behind it. Like a gun, you cock it, you bust shots, you gotta reload before you bang. You know what I mean? A knife, it penetrates, kind of looks like a dick. I got this one friend, he's got a big black knife. And sex and war, like war is like the orgy of violence. You know, you could either have an abortion or you abort mission. You know what I mean? Or you can do what we did in Vietnam, you pull out. Speaking of abortion, now I'm going to end with this. You ever see these kids that, like, they don't have their lives together, but they have kids? It's like, what do you think a tramp stamp is for? To finish on. They should make tramp stamps with, like, a football field, aim for the end zone. Let's say she doesn't want to get an abortion, you knock her up. What do you think a fucking staircase is for? You know what I mean? A fucking coat hanger. You've been a great crowd for, you know, like 5 people. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it. Come on. There you go, an anatomy of a serial rapist killer. Jeff Dahmer in the freaking making, man, I'll tell you.